Oh my god. The gooey caramelized parts, everything. Caramelized apple, coconut, sugary magic.
2/4 is a half, 4/4 is a cup, so it's really convenient.
Oh, by the way, oopsies. This caramel glaze. So simple, right? Okay, let's just all address the elephant in the room, the zit on my face. I know hormones decided to hit me in the face, literally, but it's fine. I'm getting back on my green smoothies, back on my spirulina. But today we're making a delicious apple crumble. I've made this recipe 4 times or something now, probably more than that. And the first time I made it, it was way too sweet. And so I've like tweaked it a bit and now it's perfect. It's so good. Like, oh my goodness. I've made this recipe for my family, for my friends. They've all loved it. Like, I love this. And the best part is it's so easy to make. It's like something you can just whip up like an hour before you have a dinner party or just for yourself. It takes about 45 minutes to actually bake the apple crumble. Hey guys, it's Editing Eden here. I wanted to say that I baked the apple crumble for 45 minutes in this video, and that's how I do it all the time. I've been doing it for 45 minutes, but I noticed that it can be a little bit dry. I was gonna try it for 40 minutes. You'll see me try, and then I get distracted, and then it ends up being like 45, 47 minutes. I tried it again recently after I filmed this video, and I did it for 35 minutes because I wanted it to be more moist, right? So I did it for 35, and oh my goodness, 35 minutes is perfection, like actual perfection. I can't believe I've been baking it for 45 minutes all this time, because 35 is, yeah, make sure you bake it for 35 minutes on 350 Fahrenheit. I just can't even describe how good it was. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, bye. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash these apples. I lied. Actually, the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Also, you wanna make sure that you use green apples for this recipe. You can use red apples too, I've made it with that, but it's just like not as good. Like, it's still good, but it's like perfect with green apples. The tart of the green apples and the sweetness from the filling just blends so well together. So okay, so got my apples ready. I'm just going to I guess I'm going to dice them, cube them. I'll show you the size of the slices that I make. So I kind of do like this thickness. And you're gonna need 2 bowls. Okay, so now that we got the apples all diced, they're turning a little brown because I paused for a minute in between. It's probably better to actually start with the dry bowl first. I just like to kind of like get the apples out of the way. But yeah, if you start with the dry bowl first, then the apples don't have to like sit for long. You do the maple syrup last. That way you can just like dip in each thing without any maple syrup getting into your dry ingredients. So if I can use like the least amount of tools necessary, you know, less dishes to wash later, that's my jam. I only like to use 1 measuring spoon and like 1 measuring cup if possible. And this is a 4th cup. You guys, my mouth is getting so good. 4th cup is like the best because you could do like everything in 4ths, you know, like
2/4 is a half, 4/4 is a cup, so it's really convenient.
Are you proud of me that I'm learning math? Coconut sugar is kind of stiff when it sits in the pantry. I love baking with coconut sugar, maple syrup. Oh, by the way, this is also gluten-free. Every time I bake, I try to bake with gluten-free ingredients just because I feel better not having gluten. It's really easy too. There's like a lot of easy swaps to make gluten-free. So this is the crumble, and then this is the filling. So in our crumble bowl, we're putting in coconut sugar. All the chunks. 3. While it's out, I just put it in the filling as well. Just faster, you know? And then our cinnamon. I love Ceylon cinnamon. I just get it in bulk and like refill this little thing. I love Ceylon cinnamon. I heard it's a healthier type of cinnamon to have, so yeah. And I just love the taste of it too. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. A gluten-free flour mix. 3, 4. Quick oats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need some coconut oil for the crumble. So I'm gonna melt some coconut oil in my toaster oven since I don't have a microwave. This thing is hot. I do not recommend doing it this way. Oh, whoopsies. I actually put it in the filling instead of the crumble. All right. Perfect. Almost 6 tablespoons and a little extra on the filling. It's all gonna get, you know, tossed together anyways. Not really, but it's fine. Okay, so while the rest of my coconut oil is melting to grease my baking tray, I'm just gonna toss around the crumble and put the last 2 ingredients in here. So I'm just gonna mix this together. Look how beautiful the crumble looks all mixed in together. This is the apple filling. It's like caramel. It's gonna turn into caramelized apples and it's just so freaking good. We're going to grease the pan and put our ingredients in. So I just got our coconut oil. Just gonna take my little baster, what is it called? Paintbrush. Whatever this thing is, just doing this to the pan. You don't need too much oil. We're all ready to go now. So we're gonna put the filling in our greased baking dish. This caramel glaze left at the bottom, like, wow, that looks just as good as it tastes. Would you take a look at that? Oh my god, that looks so good. We're gonna put the crumble on top. And then you're just gonna tamp it down. Just cover it. So simple, right? Like, it's so easy. I just like level it out like that. Ready to go. She's going in finally. I put this on the top rack. I've noticed bottom rack can burn things really easily, so. So it's actually been like 45 minutes. I was gonna take it out at 40 and then I got distracted. It's been like 45, 47 minutes. Now we're gonna let it cool down on the stove. By the way, it smells incredible. It just smells like caramelized apple, coconut, sugary magic. All right. Does anyone else struggle with the fact like that they don't have like a proper cake scooper thing. The thing is with crumble is like it's not a cake, it's a crumble, so it's supposed to crumble, you know. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is beautiful. Oh, I actually did a pretty good job. It didn't fall completely apart. Yay! Like, look at how beautiful that looks. Gluten-free, vegan treat. You see this? Oh my god. The gooey caramelized parts inside are like everything. Maybe taking it out at 40 minutes would help just be a little bit more moist. Make sure you bake it for 35 minutes. My family, my friends, I told you they've all loved it. My fiance loves it. He's like, it gets better every time. Even though if I pretty much make it the same every time, I do make it exactly the same every time. But it's so good. It's like the perfect treat for the season. So you guys, that is my apple crumble recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make it because it is so yummy and so easy to make. I think there's only 8 ingredients in total, so it's so doable and so delicious. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Yeah. I was finna write a song about how I've been hella stressed, but I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed. Staring at you on this airplane, I ain't worried about nothing, cause it got me feeling like the Wayne Wade in 03. Yeah, you and me, we got the heat, so bump all that anxiety. But you hit to the side of me, I feel like I'm gliding. And honestly, look, I don't want you saying that you had a better chance without me.